Lumra, Bellow of the Woods. Lumra is a calamity beast of Bloombarrow, an immense elemental bear whose passage reshapes the landscape into suffocating and unfamiliar forests. Those who hear her roar are said to be already lost, as dense canopies and sudden overgrowth trap travelers in a living maze with no clear escape. As a commander, Lumra derives consistent strength from ordinary gameplay by scaling her power and toughness with the number of lands you control, while vigilance and reach ensure she remains a credible presence on both offense and defense. Upon entering, she mills for cards and then returns all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped, effectively transforming preparation into immediate resource recovery and momentum. A lands-focused build focuses on placing lands into the graveyard via self-mill and land sacrifice effects, then using Lumra's Enter trigger as a mass reclamation to re-establish and accelerate your mana base. The strategy then capitalizes on the resulting land influx with Landfall-style payoffs and additional land drop enablers, turning each resurgence into sustained value and decisive pressure. Combo ideas for Lumra decks. Combo number 1. Lumra, Bellow of the Woods. Plus Ashaya, Soul of the Wild. Plus Vesuva. Required conditions: 1. Lumra Bellow of the Woods is on your battlefield. 2. Ashaya Soul of the Wild is on your battlefield. 3. Vesuva is in your hand. 4. You are able to play a land this turn. Activating the combo: 1. All non-token creatures you control are forest lands due to Ashaya. 2. Play Vesuva, and choose to have it enter the battlefield as a copy of Lumra. 3. Put Vesuva into your graveyard due to the legend rule. 4. Vesuva's ETB ability as Lumra triggers, causing you to mill for cards, and return all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped, including Vesuva. 5. When Vesuva enters the battlefield, choose to have it become a copy of Lumra again. 6. Repeat from step 3. Combo results: 1. Infinite ETB triggers. 2. Infinite LTB triggers. 3. Infinite death triggers. 4. Infinite landfall triggers. 5. Infinite self-mill. 6. Put all lands from your library and graveyard onto the battlefield tapped. Combo number 2. Food Chain, plus Tiller Engine, plus Command Beacon. Required conditions: 1. Food Chain is on your battlefield. 2. Tiller Engine is on your battlefield. 3. Command Beacon is on your battlefield. 4. Lumra Bellow of the Woods is on your battlefield. 5. Lumra must be your commander. Activating the combo: 1. Activate Food Chain and exile Lumra, then add 7 green mana to your mana pool that can only be spent to cast creature spells. 2. Choose to return Lumra to the command zone from exile. 3. Activate Command Beacon's second ability, then tap and sacrifice it, putting Lumra from the command zone into your hand. 4. Cast Lumra. 5. Lumra's ETB ability triggers, causing you to mill for cards, and return all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped, including Command Beacon. 6. When the lands enter, Tiller Engine triggered that many times, choosing to untap those lands. 7. Repeat. Combo results: 1. Infinite ETB triggers. 2. Infinite LTB triggers. 3. Infinite landfall triggers. 4. Infinite self-mill. 5. Infinite storm count. 6. Infinite colored mana that can only be spent to cast creature spells. 7. Put all lands from your library and graveyard onto the battlefield. Combo number 3. Abundance, plus Cultivator Colossus. Required conditions: 1. Abundance is on your battlefield. 2. Cultivator Colossus is in your hand. 3. You have a land card in your hand. 4. You have enough mana to cast Cultivator Colossus. Activating the combo: 1. Cast Cultivator Colossus. 2. Cultivator Colossus ETB ability triggers, and put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped, then draw a card and repeat this step. 3. Abundance Replacement ability activates. Choose land and reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a land card, then put it in your hand. The other cards revealed this way are put on the bottom of the library in any order. 4. Repeat from step 2. Combo results. 1. Arrange your library in any order. 2. Put all lands from your hand and library onto the battlefield, tapped. Combo number 4. Kodama of the East Tree, plus Tireless Provisioner, plus Arid Archway. Required conditions. 1. Kodama of the East Tree is on your battlefield. 2. Tireless Provisioner is on your battlefield. 3. Arid Archway is in your hand. 4. You are able to play a land this turn. Activating the combo. 1. Play Arid Archway. 2. Arid Archway TB ability triggers, together with Tireless Provisioner and Kodama of the East Tree. 3. Resolve the Kodama of the East Tree trigger first, then choose not to put anything from your hand onto the battlefield. 4. Resolve the Arid Archway trigger next, then return it from the battlefield to your hand. 5. Resolve the Tireless Provisioner trigger last, then create a food or a treasure token. 6. When the token enters the battlefield, Kodama of the East Tree triggers again, then choose to put Arid Archway from your hand onto the battlefield this time. 7. Arid Archway TB ability triggers, together with Tireless Provisioner. 8. Repeat from step 4. Combo results. 1. Infinite Landfall triggers. 2. Infinite Treasure tokens. 3. Infinite Colored Mana. 4. Infinite Food tokens. 5. Infinite Life Gain. Combo number 5. Magus of the Candelabra, plus Lotus Field, plus Maze of Eth. Required conditions. 1. Magus of the Candelabra is on your battlefield. 2. Lotus Field is on your battlefield. 3. Maze of Eth is on your battlefield. 4. Magus of the Candelabra does not have summoning sickness. Activating the combo. 1. Declare Magus of the Candelabra as an attacker. 2. Holding priority, activate Maze of Eth and tap it, then untap Magus of the Candelabra and prevent all damage done to and dealt by it this turn. 3. Activate Lotus Field and tap it, adding 3 mana of any color to your mana pool. 4. Activate Magus of the Candelabra by paying 2 mana and tap it, then untap Maze of Eth and Lotus Field. 5. Repeat from step 2. Combo results. 1. Infinite Colored Mana. 2. Infinite mana that lands you control can produce.
Hi Commander, if you are new here, welcome to our channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click that bell icon to get notified every time we post a new video. Enjoy!
Non-game changer spells that are commonly found in Lumra decks. Zuran Orb. Graveyard Stalking. Zuran Orb converts lands into graveyard resources by sacrificing them at will, ensuring Lumra's TB trigger has lands to return to the battlefield. Life Buffer. The Orb's land-to-life exchange provides sustained survivability, buying time to assemble self-mill and land sacrifice lines that Lumra later converts into advantage. Reclamation Burst. You may tap lands for mana, sacrifice them to Zuran Orb, then resolve Lumra to reclaim those lands tapped, effectively turning a single sequence into stabilization plus a large land return swing. Sylvan Safekeeper. Shroud Shield. Safekeeper can grant Shroud to Lumra, or to your any key creatures, helping them survive targeted interaction. Graveyard Banking. By sacrificing lands on demand, Safekeeper places additional lands into your graveyard, which Lumra can later return to the battlefield when she enters. Mana Sequencing. You may tap lands for mana first, then sacrifice those same lands to protect an essential creature. Lumra's ETB ability can subsequently restore those sacrificed lands, reducing the long-term cost of holding up protection. 6. Graveyard Seeding. By attacking, 6 mills 3 cards, which intentionally feeds your graveyard with lands that Lumra can subsequently return to the battlefield upon entering. Land Assurance. 6 can place a milled land into your hand, supporting consistent land drops that both enlarge Lumra's power and toughness scaling. Retrace Conversion. Retrace allows you to convert surplus lands into repeatable access to non-land permanents from the graveyard, while Lumra's land recursion offsets the cost of discarding lands over time. Lotus Field. Sacrifice fuel. Lotus Field's entrance cost places 2 lands into your graveyard, which Lumra can later return to the battlefield when she enters. Mana compression. By producing 3 mana from a single land, Lotus Field accelerates Lumra's 6 mana deployment and supports high-cost payoffs without requiring additional land drops. Resilient Engine. Hexproof makes Lotus Field difficult to interact with via targeting, helping preserve a high-output mana source, while Lumra's recursion plan stabilizes the mana base after intentional land attrition. Spelunking. Tap negation. Because Spelunking makes your lands enter untapped, lands returned tapped by Lumra can effectively arrive untapped, enabling immediate access to the reclaimed mana base. Front-loaded ramp. Spelunking replaces itself by drawing a card and may place an additional land onto the battlefield, accelerating land count to scale Lumra's power and toughness. Post-ETB tempo. Turning Lumra's mass land return into immediately usable mana, which materially improves follow-up sequencing. Aftermath Analyst. Graveyard loading. Aftermath Analyst mills on entry, increasing the probability that lands are placed into the graveyard for Lumra's enter trigger to recover en masse. Recursion redundancy. Aftermath Analyst provides an additional return all lands effect, allowing the deck to execute its primary payoff even when Lumra is unavailable or repeatedly answered. Sacrifice sequencing. The Analyst can be cashed in at a strategically favorable time to convert stocked graveyard lands into a single large return, while Lumra subsequently sustains the same plan through her own ETB land restoration. Lotus Cobra. Landfall ramp. Each land Lumra returns to the battlefield will trigger Lotus Cobra, converting Lumra's mass land recursion into immediate mana generation. Follow-up mana. After Lumra resolves and returns lands tapped, the resulting Lotus Cobra triggers can provide the mana needed to deploy additional payoffs in the same turn, preserving tempo after committing 6 mana to your commander. Cycle Engine. By repeatedly moving lands between battlefield and graveyard through sacrifice or self-mill lines, then eventually reclaiming them with Lumra, Lotus Cobra continuously transforms the recurring land entries into scalable mana advantage. Horizon Explorer. Untapped rebuild. Lumra returns all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped, and Horizon Explorer mitigates this tempo loss by allowing those lands to enter untapped. Token ramp. Attacking produces lander tokens that convert into basic lands, increasing land count to amplify Lumra's scaling power and toughness and reinforcing the deck's progression. Pressure incentive. Horizon Explorer rewards proactive combat with repeatable land acquisition, which aligns with Lumra's capacity to stabilize the board and enable sustained defense through a continually expanding mana base. Icetill Explorer. Extra land drop. Additional land plays accelerate your land count, strengthening Lumra's land scaling body and improving the speed at which you reach Lumra's casting cost. Graveyard access. By allowing you to play lands from your graveyard, Icetill Explorer sustains a steady land engine, while simultaneously ensuring your graveyard remains stocked with land cards that Lumra can later return to the battlefield. Landfall milling. Icetill Explorer's landfall milling continuously feeds the graveyard as lands enter, compounding Lumra's ETB trigger payoff by converting repeated land entries into additional graveyard fuel. Springheart Nantuko. Swarm Landfall. Lumra returns all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped, which can produce a large number of land entry triggers, and thereby generate repeated creature tokens. Creature Echo. When Springheart Nantuko is attached to a creature you control, each landfall trigger can be converted into a paid token copy effect. Bestow Resilience. Bestow allows Springheart Nantuko to function as either an aura or a creature, helping the landfall engine persist through interaction, while still contributing to board development in a plan built around repeated land entries. Post your commander on the comments section below, and we will create a video like this for you. Thank you for watching.